Hello everyone and welcome to another replay commentary. Today's match was played in the WC3 Season 8 qualifier between Esports for Extreme and GAB on May 10th of 2005. It was the first map in one of the best of threes of this clan war. As you can see on Gnolwood here, a Nighelf against Human, with the Nighelf in green here spawning in the top left position. Point, a Russian elf, definitely not the best Russian elf, as he was way overshadowed by the likes of Deadman, Titan, etc. He played for a couple of teams such as ES4X, IT, the Kings of Warcraft 3, Devs and Wicked, but without any great success, and he quit Warcraft 3 in 2007, as we can see here, Altar first, and a Moonwell by him. So not hugely surprising, so he's not gonna get a Tavern Hero or anything like that. And his opponent, Coru, or also Coru Gnoll from Germany, started at a team called Nighelf before he joined the GAB after Nighelf disbanded. Later on he also played for Starcoma and Alternate, and he quit in the summer of 2008. Also without great success in Warcraft 3. I mean, he played the German EPS for quite some seasons, but he never was a serious contender for reaching the finals. But yeah, he was actually more famous for being a rapper as well as a Warcraft 3 player. Obviously not hugely famous for rapping as well, but he did some raps, such as about the upcoming EPS Playday, which was yeah, promoted on ESL TV, and also some non-esports related rapping. So if you're like hardcore into German rapping scene, you might have heard of Koru in that sense as well. So anyways, he's getting Archmage first. First Footman is out. His opponent is getting this delayed Ancient of War inside of his main base, which is just delayed to get the lumber economy running a little bit more quickly, and yeah, it's just kind of a safety choice against potential human tier 1 tower rushes. Demon Hunter first is out right now as well, and as we can see, Point has scouted the first, close positions to his main base with 2 wisps at the same time, so he knows there is no tower rush coming whatsoever. It looks like Koru is gonna go for an instant expansion here, given the fact that his opponent, let me just see. Yeah, he's not even investing into an archer right now, he's investing into a lot of wisps with the 20 supply he's got available at this point, just probably because he has seen that there is no human opponent on any of the close spawns to him, so he doesn't need any archers to be safe for now. And obviously Koru isn't going to put any pressure against the Nighelf main base, at least for now. So Demon Hunter is now gonna come in, but without any great support. The water elemental here is still pretty healthy, so Point decides not to go for a detonate so far, and he decides to skill immolation first. Let's see how much damage he is gonna be able to do here. Obviously, as I just mentioned, with the lone Demon Hunter, he's definitely not going to be able to prevent Koru from getting this expansion up. So Demon Hunter has to pull back here. Already 2 peasants taken down, and unless Koru makes a huge mistake here, this Demon Hunter is not going to be able to get the last hit on the Shock Golem. He still pretty greedily tries to go in here. Great, the heal potion actually, he cannot pick it up. Koru picks it up. That was very important. Had he stolen that from the human player, would have definitely been a great deal. He could have done a lot more damage with some harassment. Immediately follows this up with a nicely timed pink flame. But this gives Koru the item, this gives him more experience, and even more importantly, this gives him the time to creep to level 3. It gives him the time to get this expansion up without any towers. At this point there are 2 archers out right now, a 3rd archer coming, Demon Hunter. Obviously, since he was level 1, it's not that big of a deal. You can just reproduce him really quickly. But yeah, right now with only 2 archers and a dead Demon Hunter, Point is not going to pose a big threat against this expansion, so Koru can start building the town hall first before getting a tower. And yeah, Archmage still level 2. He decides to creep a tiny green camp here first, and not like the Goblin Merchant creep camp, which I'm assuming would have given him the level 3. Obviously this is 1.18, so this creep set is a little bit different than it is nowadays. Also, it drops the items like Lightning Shield or Wind of Illusion. And actually, he decides to get a Staff of Teleportation going in. Okay, probably. I'm not sure how well this is gonna work out. So he's gonna do some more Immolation Harassment. Peasant here nicely pulled out by Koru. He just makes sure not to lose that one. Only losing one footman here. And once again, the Demon Hunter is already low HP and has to pull back. And the archers arriving just now, so yeah, a little bit of a mistimed attack here by Point. I'm assuming with the Wisp down here, he didn't see Koru still being there in time and just waiting to defend this expansion. I'm assuming had he seen the army there, he wouldn't have staffed to this Wisp. He would have gotten there with his archers and Demon Hunter at the same time, just because obviously he wants to have the damage output there if he already produced it. If the Archmage had been further away, like creeping here, which I actually expected, this Demon Hunter would have been able to do a lot of damage here. So I'm guessing nice thinking by Point, but yeah, didn't work out the way he planned. So level 2 for the Demon Hunter here. Unfortunately for him, no Lightning Shield. That's obviously what he was hoping for, to keep on harassing this peasant line. Koru, on the other hand, gets the Lightning Shield. Not really sure how useful that's going to be for him. Maybe he can use it on one of his footmen in case Point decides to keep on pressuring his expansion. Especially if he has defend researched, and he's doing that right now. So yeah, with the defend upgrade, he should be extremely safe against these archers and the Demon Hunter for now. Let's see, Point continues creeping here. Another Wind of Illusion. That's very unfortunate for him. So in the meantime, a very quick tier 3 tech. He's already halfway through. And that's just one of the advantages of this delayed Ancient of War. He has one Wisp. Like, I didn't pay complete attention at the beginning, but usually there's one Wisp harvesting lumber before another Wisp starts producing the Ancient of War. So that just causes the Nighelf to have a much quicker tech here than usually. But of course it also cost him a little bit, as he wasn't really able to do a lot of damage against this expansion of Koru. So with the defend footman and the level 3 Archmage, he's definitely going to be able to do well here. Yeah, against the double hero, probably not as much. Demon Hunter again using the immolation here, and actually Drunken Haze first by the Panda. That's weird. I'm assuming he expected to be able to creep it up to level 2 immediately. Probably he was expecting to creep this fountain creep camp right now. He didn't mention it so far, but it is a mana fountain here. Obviously on Gnorwood it is 50-50 chance if it's gonna be a mana fountain or a heal fountain. In this case it's mana fountain. And Koru, I'm assuming the timing is pretty decent here. I mean, his opponent had a really quick tech, so he wasn't able to do a lot of damage against these tier 2 buildings or even cancel them. But given the fact that this is more or less cross positions with Koru's expansion, etc., yeah, the odds of that were rather low to begin with. But right now, with the level 3 Archmage, assuming he's gonna get a third water elemental here soon, and the defend footman, he shouldn't be able to do a ton of damage, as Master is already in production and the first bear is about to come out as well. But he's wasting his opponent's time right now, which is really nice, because obviously with the Panda out, with the first bears joining the army, he wants to creep these heroes in this stage of the game and not waste his time fending off human harassment. And another archer has gone down here. I mean, Koru is losing a couple of footmen, he's killing a couple of archers. But yeah, as mentioned, he is wasting his opponent's time, so this was a pretty decently timed attack. Ancient of War here, not really sure what that one's up to. Level 3 for the Demon Hunter in the meantime as well. And obviously what he's also doing is delay a potential counter expansion of Point. And actually double barracks. Didn't check the main base in quite a while, and a Mountain King here. So double barracks, he is getting a lot of Rifleman, he's getting double Arcane Sanctum as well. Another footman is probably going to be taken out in just a second. So let's see, there is one bear out, still 3 archers alive. 4th archer joining the Nighelf army as well. Range upgrade for those archers. So he really wants to work with those. So he's getting a Mountain King second. Usually against the DH at this point, especially with a rifle caster army, I would suggest a Naga second. But since the Demon Hunter didn't skill mana burn so far, the Mountain King might work out well as well. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Maybe the Nighelf is just going to reskill eventually. And right now he finally gets to creep this fountain here in the middle. Tome of Strength and Belt of Giant Strength. So a lot of strength for those Nighelf heroes. So army-wise, coru is already way ahead, but I'm not really sure if investing into Rifleman is the greatest choice here, since the Nighelf is investing into only bears, and bears pretty much hard counter Rifleman. So coru wants to get another expansion here, as it appears, but he only has his Mountain King, Archmage, and a couple of Riflemen. No casters out so far. First two sorceresses are joining the army right now, and those are really crucial here. But I'm still curious if he's gonna be able to chase point away here without giving up his expansion. So the first bear is taking quite some damage here. He is being put back in time, as it seems. Still no step on the Nighelf heroes. First bear goes down. Still one heal scroll available on this Archmage. The first archers are taking a bit of damage. Rejuvenation should be cast on this bear. Let's see. He's probably gonna get away. No, he's not getting away thanks to another bolt. Another rejuvenation is coming in, but it seems like now he's gonna lose all these Riflemen, so this expansion is definitely not going to come up. Next bear is being pulled out in time, and coru decides to TP out. As mentioned, he had no shot in the end of winning that fight anymore. Mountain King also was out of mana, but I'm not really sure if he bought this mana potion just now or if he had it beforehand. So anyways, Nighelf player, really important for him, has prevented the second expansion from coming up. At the same time, he can pull back to the mana fountain, get mana back on his Demon Hunter and his Panda, but still no counter expansion for him, so that is extremely late. And let's just see, is he investing into Dryads or anything at this point? No, still only bears. So I feel like if against this coru gets the right unit composition with breakers and casters, he should probably be fine and be able to kite very effectively against the lack of dispel here, against the slow. But yeah, we'll see how that is gonna work out. Panda is finally going to reach level 3 now as well, so coru is gonna have to invest a lot more into heal scrolls from now on. What's dropping here? Gauntlets of Ogre Strength and Circlet of Nobility for point, and yeah, Demon Hunter picks up not both of the items. Panda obviously gets HP as well as damage from that one, so it's definitely the better item for the Panda. So both the players continue on creeping just for now. Let's see what units coru is investing in right now. Archmage getting another heal score, as I just mentioned. Yeah, he's gonna have to invest more into those, and he's actually getting a Tome of Retrain as well. In the meantime, another heal potion on the Mountain King. So a lot of items bought here by the human player, and we can see that supply-wise, as his opponent has caught up here, he didn't invest anything into items lately, and therefore army-wise, he caught up nicely here. So I'm assuming probably still not a good fight for coru. He needs to invest more into the right unit composition here, but actually he decides to fight anyways. The bears are trying to get a good angle around those riflemen, and they are in a really nice position. All 6 charges of the Wand of Illusion here used right now, and even though coru doesn't want this, these will obviously tank away quite some damage. He decides to TP out and to not take this fight, and yeah, he used the TP here, but nevertheless he killed 3 bears before TPing out. As we can see, he also lost 3 units. He also lost the TP. Then again, his opponent lost 6 charges of Wand of Illusions. So fairly even, and given the fact that coru still has the superior gold income, at least for now, I'm assuming a decent fight for him. He's getting more and more breakers right now. Still, yeah, a bit ahead supply-wise. Still has a heal potion, mana potion on his Mountain King. The bears here coming in. Ah, okay, those are only illusions. And now finally the counter expansion is up, and of course slowly this rises the pressure on coru to make something happen, because yeah, 2 base against 2 base isn't that bad for the Nighelf anymore.
The sleeper has awakened.
So coru 2 sorceresses right now. A couple of priests. Still has a couple of riflemen remaining. I'm assuming he's not producing any more of them because there's just no point in doing so. It seems like both the players are gonna go for their red camps right now. Oh, great heal potion still on the Archmage as well. Oh, and actually it seems like he lost a unit here to those golems. So that's really unfortunate. Oh, XP tome and stone token. So that was definitely worth it though. So the stone token obviously cannot be dispelled in case his opponent gets dried at any point, and obviously tome of experience 150 bonus experience back then. Really great item, the best he could get there out of the tomes. And stone token for point as well. So both the players are gonna have a stone golem, a rock golem, sorry, available in upcoming fights, and there are the dryads finally. And abolish magic is being researched as well, so in upcoming fights he's gonna have some dispel available. Of course, since there are no more water elementals from this Archmage, he can use all his mana to dispel slow, so that's really gonna help him a lot with microing his bears and his units. And the counter expansion now has been scouted by this peasant, so Koru knows what's up. He's gathered quite a couple of breakers. Obviously he needs quite some of those, just to have some sort of a blocking line to prevent these bears from walking through against these riflemen and casters, which are the weak part of the army. Let's just see, he has 1 protection scroll, 2 heal scrolls, so that's fairly fine. He's down by 5 supply, but the point is not really equipped well. So there's the push against this expansion. Demon Hunter seems to be willing to buy stuff first. He's getting 2 heal scrolls, giving 1 to the panda, and there is the TP, so the human player is definitely not going to be able to kill this expansion anymore. And yeah, pretty aggressive TP. First breaker is immediately going to be taken out. Blizzard used against the bears. That's doing some quite nice damage. First Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire hitting well to the Archmage using the Scroll of Protection right now. Both of the players using their stone token here. Stone Bolt going on the panda immediately. And Blizzard doing more and more damage against these bears, but it seems like they are finally going to break through. The Mountain King also had to use his heal potion already. Still is rather low HP, got another Stone Bolt on his head, and he's gonna have to go back, but Demon Hunter also needs to take care of the Mountain King. Very risky, throwing another bolt here, and he is going to fall, probably TP used by the Archmage, so both the players losing one of their heroes here. Obviously the Rock Bolt, Stone Bolt combination by the human player really hurt the Demon Hunter here. And in the end, Point still was able to win rather clearly here, with both of the players losing one of their heroes. We can see a 13 supply lead for the Nighelf player. The entire army is slowed though, but he's going to be able to regenerate his mana. He's going to be able to cast Rejuvenation on all of his units. Let's just see the Archmage, also still level 4. So these Rock Golems for both of the players have done a fine job. Mountain King is being revived as well as the Demon Hunter. Both of them level 4, I think. Yeah, both of them level 4. Second expansion coming for a Point, which seems to be a fine choice, as he's clearly ahead army-wise at this point. I feel like he needs to add a couple more Dryads. Of course, they are a huge help in sniping the casters. And it looks like the Archmage just wants to make sure he's getting the level 5. Panda is getting some more items. So obviously at this point there's no pressure at all on Point, since he has the expansion in the middle, which contains 25,000 gold, which I think is the most gold in a single gold mine in all the Warcraft 3 1-on-1 used maps in history. And he's also getting a second middle expansion, whereas Koru's main only has 3,600 left, and his expansion is the first one to run out. So yeah, as just mentioned, no pressure at all on Point. So he's just sitting back, relaxing, killing a couple of critters. So first mortar team added as well. It looks like he doesn't have the splash upgrade yet. Oh, obviously he doesn't, because he's tier 2 and you need tier 3 to get that. So Mountain King is out. Demon Hunter is also gonna come out here, and yeah, they are gonna engage here without their Mountain King and Demon Hunter there, and it seems like the Huam player is just gonna get crushed here. Look at this amount of bears. I don't really see him holding on for a long time in this fight, so he decides to TP out, but not before trading a breaker against the bear, which obviously is nice for him, but losing a TP as well kind of balances this out. Panda did reach level 5 in the meantime as well. Let's see if he's gonna get this breaker killed. Both the players, yeah, rather actively scouting for their opponent's expansions here. Breaker actually survives. I'm assuming he's not gonna wanna rush into this army without his Demon Hunter there, so he's just gonna fall back. Obviously, I mean, he still hasn't reskilled, and he's almost level 5, but obviously, as long as he has map control and he can just fall back to this mana fountain all the time, this Mountain King can work, Demon Hunter can work with the immolation here very well. Even though a mana burn against the Mountain King would probably still be the better choice. So once again, protection scroll on the Archmage, 1 heal scroll on the Archmage, TP as well. Greater heal potion on the Mountain King, mana potion, heal scroll. So Koru just keeps investing a lot into items, and he's just very well equipped, but supply wise he's down by 14. And you can just see that with the huge amount of bears here. So the Huam needs a really good position with these breakers, blocking the bears away from the rest of the army. Actually, this position might be just what he needs here in this choke point, and the bears are being blocked away very nicely by the breakers. First heal scroll used by the Nighelf player right now. Heal scroll and protection scroll used by the Human as well. The Blizzard is doing a lot of damage. Obviously, level 3 Blizzard is really nice against those bears, and look at how well he's doing here. He hasn't lost really anything so far except for items. And I think right now, yeah, he's out of heal scrolls, and therefore he TPs out. And here's another bear in the process. So that was a very good trade. 61 supply against 62. Just obviously after having a 14 supply disadvantage, that's a really nice outcome of this fight. So Koru is going to have to buy new heal scrolls, obviously. Some flare used. Okay, now he scouts this expansion, if he hasn't scouted it beforehand. And once again, the Nighelf is just falling back to this mana fountain, getting mana on his bears, rejuvenating everything. Both of the heroes also well above level 5 already. But yeah, unit-wise, he's kind of falling back here. I mean, he had a really nice advantage. Now it's more even. But still, the pressure obviously is on Koru, as he needs to break these Nighelf expansions in the middle. And he is still not even trying to get another expansion up. Panda getting 2 heal scrolls, getting a protection scroll. He had that invo potion already before he went to the shop. Some more creeping by the Huam player. Obviously both the heroes are level 5, so he's not going to get any more experience. But another item, which is the Wand of Illusion. Let's see, does have again 2 heal scrolls, 1 protection scroll, so he's going to be able to work against this Nighelf army for a while once again. And yeah, just going against this expansion, the Nighelf. Yeah, now he decides to walk actually, but he should still be in time to defend this expansion. So this one isn't gonna fall. Koru is positioning himself here, breakers in the front, casters in the back, and the Dryads immediately trying to circumvent these breakers, starting to focus the first priest. Blizzard very nicely placed here against the bears. Those are not really microed insanely well. Protection scroll used by the Human player. First Breath of Fire going into those casters. First heal scroll used. Once again, first bear has already fallen. Now he's microing those into the back of the army against those weak human units. Another Breath of Fire is going in here, and Koru, even though he doesn't have any heal scrolls left, he decides to stay in here, so he might lose a couple more casters, but he's killing so many bears as well. Demon Hunter has to use his invo potion. Archmage getting level 5 already, using his heal potion right now, but he's still going to be forced to TP. I'm assuming, yeah, he does TP. Another bear goes down. The Rifleman surviving here, as it seems. No, Demon Hunter turns around, kills it, but Koru once again has traded very nicely here before using his TP. There's nothing left basically except for heroes for a point, even though he has 54 supply. I don't really see it against the 58 of his opponent. Oh yeah, that's because he's getting 3 mountain giants. So that I've always found very interesting against Huam tier 2. I'm assuming he's still tier 2. Yeah, he is. So mountain giants obviously are doing very well tanking wise against Huam tier 2. They don't take a lot of damage by the riflemen, by the mortar teams, by the casters, even by the breakers. So yeah, they are very nice for blocking, but they don't do a lot of damage and they take up a lot of supply. So what you need to do when you go mountain giants against Huam tier 2 is to add quite some dryads for the damage output. And okay, Koru, after once again winning the fight here, feels safe enough to finally get that second expansion into production. So the bears are no longer working for point here as it appears, so he wants to do a tech switch. He's adding bears to those mountain giants, so that's very weird. Very rarely seen that, I think, and I don't really see it making too much sense. Of course, they're adding some damage output against the breakers. The rejuvenation is fairly useless in upcoming fights, so yeah, I prefer him going for dryads. So he's not even trying to defend his first expansion. He still needs to get his tech switch done. In return, he decides to rather go ahead and creep another camp. He gets a greater heal potion, definitely nice for him. It's already 2 heal potions on the Demon Hunter and the great heal potion on the Panda right now. And let's see what Koru is getting, probably a TP. I'm guessing it's like he might sell something with this Mountain King in order to get a TP. Yeah, sells the Claws of Attack. And I think Gloves of Haste was the second item. And he gets TP right now. He wants to take this expansion down. And 3 bears, 3 mountain giants against this human army. Koru is even down supply-wise, but you don't really see it. It's just because these mountain giants take up such a lot of supply. So Bolt immediately goes on the Demon Hunter here. He's gonna have to pull back. He obviously has the 2 heal potions, using one of them immediately. Drunken Haste, Breath of Fire, doing a good job against those casters. First Heal Scroll will have to be used. First Taunt used by this mountain giant, who's yeah, taking a bit of damage afterwards. The Demon Hunter once again too aggressive, and the staff is on the Demon Hunter, and the potion should be on cooldown, and therefore he loses the Demon Hunter here. That's definitely not a good start into this fight. No more heal scroll for the human player right now, so a couple of casters might fall as well, but that was a really good start for Koru. Level 6 for the Mountain King as well. The Panda still has the TP and the Invo Potion, using the Invo Potion here first, and he's going to be able to kill, yeah, a few more casters, but he's gonna have to TP, and he's probably gonna have to give up this expansion. Another bolt goes on the Panda Blizzard as well, and he's doing so much damage against all of these bears, and I think Point has overextended his say. He TPs to his own expansion, so the Panda is gonna try to get away. There is soon 75 mana on the Mountain King. He gets the slow, he gets the block, and he gets the kill on this Panda, so definitely the wrong decision here by Point to stay into this fight, to TP to his own expansion. He probably thought he would be able to get this Panda out in time, but the Sorceress was there to cast the slow, and as you can see, these mountain giants, they are not taking a lot of damage still, but Koru has been able to ignore them more or less very well so far. So first mountain giant is going to get out of the fight alive, and just look at how little damage those are doing against whatever he's gonna try and focus here. Yeah, look at that. One priest can easily heal the damage dealt by one mountain giant. So yeah, those are nice for some blocking, but yeah, you need something else for the damage output, and the usual choice is just to get dryads, because bears and the mountain giants don't really mix that well. So level 6 for both of the human heroes. The expansion is still running for now. Another mountain giant is most likely going to get surrounded and killed. Yes, so that one is gonna fall. Now he starts adding dryads. Demon Hunter is soon to be back, but another expansion has just started running as the Tree of Eternity walked down into the bottom left corner of the map. Oh, and that seems like quite a weird mistake here. Why would he send the next mountain giant right into the arms of the human army? Demon Hunter is about to come out though, so he might be able to use his Staff of Preservation to get this mountain giant out alive in time. It gets yeah, not all that close, but he's out of the fight right now. He's low HP, he's down at the bottom, but it seems like Koru isn't going to try and chase after the Demon Hunter. He's just going to go for the safe kill against this expansion, which I'm assuming there's not a whole lot the Nighelf player can do against. But at the same time, very well done. I didn't see this at all. He has sent one bear down here, and as this one is about to run out soon, Koru might be out of gold income for at least a while until he takes care of this bear, which I'm assuming is going to happen right now. He has the ultimate available. Do it. Yes, he's doing it. So yeah, that's not at all surprising. Obviously, you can just take the safe kill here. Mountain King casted invisible, so he's not using a bolt here against this bear. And yeah, the pressure is on. One gold mine running for the Nighelf, level 7-6 against 5. I think this panda also 5. Yeah, but he was rather close to level 6 if I remember correctly. Yeah, so one gold mine running against, well, almost no gold income at this point for Koru. And the Nighelf player even has more supply. He's got 6 strides here, getting one more mountain giant. I think 2 mountain giants is a fair amount. You shouldn't really overproduce them because, as I mentioned, they tank well. But yeah, getting only mountain giants is rather pointless. So he's adding more drides for the damage output. I think he should look rather well. Maybe he could run into some trouble against the avatar of the Mountain King. But except for that, yeah, he's doing fairly fine. Maybe switching back to water elementals would be a possible choice because Blizzard is fairly useless at this point. But then again, against mass strides, water elementals also would just feed a lot of experience. So maybe that's also not a great choice. But this Archmage with the level 3 Brilliance Aura at this point is yeah, just a running mana fountain. That's very well. So yeah, Panda needs one more kill for level 6. So some Wisps are gonna scout the human army coming in once again. Only one heal scroll on the human army, and we'll see how well he's going to be able to do it. And I feel like he should probably not take this fight here, Koru. He has no damage output against the Dryads. That's the problem right now. And let's see how he's gonna try to approach this fight. He's just trying to go for the hero kill here, as it seems the Dryads immediately start taking down casters. The first sorceress has been killed already. Mountain King reaching level 6, but he has no mana after using the Drunken Haze against the human casters. And Koru does not get the hero kill here. Now he decides to TP out. Another breaker has gone down. Not a good fight for Koru at all. Losing 2 units, not getting anything killed. And let's just see, he's immediately researching fragmentation shards, so that's not at all surprising. In the meantime, he has tagged 2 tier 3, sorry I didn't notice that earlier. And he's gonna add some mortar teams into the mix. He just needs some damage output against the Dryad, so I feel like for now, as long as Point doesn't lose any of his heroes, he should be fine in upcoming fights. But the second expansion for Koru has been produced in the meantime, so he's getting ahead resource-wise here. Assuming he hasn't scouted this, probably. No, he has not scouted this yet. But for now, as I pointed out, I feel like Koru not really ready to take a straight up fight. He's gonna have to wait for like 2 or 3 mortar teams, and then he should be more or less fine. Also, obviously, he needs a new TP. He needs heal scrolls, etc. So he definitely yeah, needs these 2 expansions, needs the gold out of these 2 expansions to prepare for an up-and-coming fight. So even though the Nighelf player has lost both of his heroes, this game is far from over. Another scout peasant up here. Don't really feel like this is so necessary because he has the scout farm here already, so he's always gonna see if a wisp passes by. And yeah, now he starts adding tier 3 into the mix. Obviously, knights are going to be nice as well against both the Dryads and the Mountain Giants. Let's see, another mortar team is going to spawn here. So 2 of them is already pretty decent damage output with a fragmentation shards upgrade. But it seems like Point is going to take the fight to his opponent right now, as yeah, time isn't going to make things better for point, and all of the peasants are going to fall here. The human army is coming in, and we'll see if he's going to be able to defend this. Heal potion on the demon hunter, nothing on the panda, so that's kind of risky against the high level mountain king. So Drunken Haste, Breath of Fire going into the knights here. First Blizzard against these mountain giants is doing fairly well. Polymorph used against the mountain giants. Druids could use their mana to dispel that, but he's using them to go down to those casters and start sniping them out. So the pandas, yeah, start doing some damage. Cyclone on the first knight. The Druids are taking some damage as well, but they are nicely microed against the water teams. He's forcing them back, but at the same time all the pandas are taking a lot of damage, so actually Point needs to take care not to lose his panda here. Demon Hunter also getting closer to level 6. Actually, yeah, the pandas are in some trouble. Also Bold against the Demon Hunter, level 6 for him now reached. And ultimate, yeah, he's using the ultimate, both of the players using Avatar as well as Metamorphosis, and the Demon Hunter is going to be maybe taken down, and the panda is also in trouble, so this is not looking good for the Nighelf player. Rejuvenation used on the earth element. The Demon Hunter is getting rejuvenation as well, but too late, and Bold kills the level 6 Demon Hunter here, level 7 for the Mountain King, as well as the Archmage, and the panda might get into a bit of trouble as well. There's still this mana for another Bolt on this Mountain King, so this panda better needs to start running. So 2 more units coming out of the polymorph. Just now he's gonna use rejuvenation probably, but there is the breaker right there, and this is a very crucial breaker. He steals the rejuvenation, and look at the mana regeneration on this Mountain King with the level 3 Brilliance Aura. Thanks to this breaker, Koru is able to take down the panda as well. So for the second time, Point losing both of his heroes. Another bear here is going to be taken out, as it seems. Mountain King, yeah, that's just some crazy mana regeneration. Dispel prevents the Bolt for now, but I'm assuming the Mountain King is just going to be able to keep track of this bear and bolt him once he has 75 mana again. Blocking himself with a breaker here a little bit. But now he does have the mana. Seems like he might be too greedy, but he should just throw the Bolt here. Now he's... Oh, that's unfortunate. So he was just reaching out for the Bolt, and the bear was walking up the choke, and therefore no more vision for this Mountain King. So yeah, with the tree here, the damage output of the Mountain Giant changes from normal to siege damage, and therefore he's doing a lot more damage against this Town Hall. But it looks like with the repair of 2 peasants and the Bolt, Koru is going to be able to keep this expansion alive. Another Mountain Giant is most likely going to fall here. Nah, do it. Wow, the shot of the sorceress just did 1 damage against the Mountain Giant. And now this expansion, this Tree of Eternity has been scouted. There is 48 supply for both of the players, but no hero alive. Okay, Demon Hunter just respawns right now, but there's not really anything he can do to keep this Tree of Eternity alive. In the meantime, another bear going to do some harassment here. So he's just trying to stop his opponent from getting too good of an economy. Meantime, another Tree of Life here has been built, so still some gold income for the Nighelf player. The Tree of Eternity is going to be taken out here in just a second. And look at the supply, it's 46 for Koru against 62 for Point. And another bear is going to be taken out here, but not after killing quite some peasants, since there's only 1 peasant mining here. I'm assuming 4 of them have gone down. Oh, and actually a Mountain King survived early on. I'm wondering if he didn't notice that anymore, because yeah, keeping it standing on the right hand side of the map seems rather pointless to me. And Koru, not aware of this expansion yet, is gonna scout it, is probably gonna take it down. Or isn't he? No, he is probably. I'm guessing without the panda there's no point in trying to defend. And it looks like Point isn't even going to try to do so. He's sending 2 Druids down here, he's sending 2 Druids up here, so once again he just continues harassing the humans' economy, and for now it seems to work out for him. Now he's out of gold income, so I'm assuming he's gonna want to take a fight as soon as possible. And yeah, if he can clearly win a fight, he may be able to break one of these expansions and stay in the game. In the meantime, another expansion has started to build here at the top for Koru, which obviously would be huge if it gets through unscouted. So Panda is now gonna come out. He should have double ultimate available. Maybe the Archmage or the human army should just bait the double ultimate and then TP out. Because look at that amount of Dryads. He's still up by a 12 supply. 2 mortar teams with a human army though, a third one coming. Now Metamorphosis has been used, Panda ultimate not so far. Dryads are getting into position, but yeah, he shouldn't really keep those in the back because they will be an easy target for the mortar teams. Okay, he seems to commit to this fight actually, so Mountain King using his ultimate as well. The first few Dryads taking quite a lot of damage. Breath of Fire used by the Panda here doing a ton of damage. Normal heal scores, and the human player is gonna have to TP out. Cyclone maybe on the Archmage. No, he doesn't cast Cyclone in time, so against the double ultimate there is no way the human army has any chance. But he's killed quite some Dryads with these mortar teams. Looks like, okay, one of the 2 Dryads here survived. The entire peasant line has been killed. And the entire peasant line has been killed here as well. So no golden income for Koru, even though he has 2 expansions up. Another mortar team has fallen. Demon Hunter's ultimate is about to run out. Panda's ultimate is still going on for a little bit, so he could at least use the Storm Elemental, in my opinion. Just Windwalk and kill like the Priest here or so. So kind of wasting a little bit of his potential. But there, yeah, he's just pulling back. One Moonwell only has some Moon Juice in it. And Koru with some more scouting, checking if there's new expansions somewhere. Okay, checks the main base of Point as well. Both Nighelf heroes still level 6. But yeah, getting closer to level 7 against level 8 human heroes. And this one is about to come up already and still unscouted. A Dryad once again on both the human expansions continue to harass. So even though Koru has 2 expansions, he is just not getting ahead supply wise. This Dryad might fall. Okay, actually, nope. Just barely surviving here at 48 supply. So he found this mountain giant in the meantime, as it seems. Still has 4 Dryads alive, 5 Dryads right now. Okay, actually 6 with the one down here. And Koru still more or less, I think, is he completely out of golden income? No, this one is running a little bit again, and the Dryad is asleep here. Therefore, going down. Let's just see. Yeah, the problem for the Nighelf player right now is that he obviously needs to keep the gold income of his opponent down, and since he doesn't have any gold income, he's really having trouble defending his heroes properly. So without ultimates, they are so vulnerable, and without ultimates he should not be able to fight here. But against all these trees, I'm not really sure if that's the greatest position for Koru to fight in. So the Demon Hunter is the first target here. There is a staff on the Panda though, so this Demon Hunter should not die anytime soon. Metamorphosis even used here, and that is a horrible position for the human player. The next Breath of Fire will do so much damage. Ultimate used. Is there another breath in time? No, there isn't. So that was a very good fight for... did the Dryad fall here? Didn't pay attention. That was a very good fight for Point. Hunter stepping over there. He needs to keep this harassment up, otherwise he's gonna fall further and further behind army-wise. But the Mountain King is coming in. Oh, this is gonna get close. No, the Mountain King does not get in range, whereas it seems the Demon Hunter is going to be able to run away. He's trying to slow the Mountain King, but the Mountain King is going to the left-hand side, and he's probably going to be able to pass this Demon Hunter. The Staff of Teleportation should probably still be on cooldown. And he's gonna hide up here. Koru obviously knows this Demon Hunter hasn't passed by here. He knows he's also not up here, so let's see if he can figure this out. And it seems like he is probably going to. And I'm not sure how far the staff cooldown is. Sadly, it doesn't show it. And he finds the Demon Hunter here. The Mountain King is gonna come in, and he's definitely going to be able to cancel any upcoming staff attempts. And the level 6 Demon Hunter falls. That's very unfortunate for
our champion has fallen.
For Point, as he has no gold to rebuy this Demon Hunter. complain by point to Koru, just suggesting he's using another observer to tell him what happened there, but yeah, he just figured it out by himself, I'm assuming. So he had that scout farm there, he had the expansion on the top, so there was nowhere else for the Demon Hunter to go. So Panda and 3 Dryads are gonna have to fight this human army all by themselves right now. 2 Dryads immediately taken down by the mortar teams. Those are doing just such a lot of damage. Mountain King once again using the ultimate. He also still has the greater heal potion, so that one isn't going to die anytime soon. And with only the Panda ultimate and 1 polymorphed mountain giant, he should definitely not be able to do anything in this fight. So now he is using the greater heal potion. Fire Elemental has already been taken out. And yeah, the Storm Elemental is going to get away, but he didn't deal any significant army damage to the human army. And Earth Elemental also goes down. The Mountain Giant no longer polymorph, but he's slowed. The Mountain King has plenty of mana to cast a bolt, and therefore this Mountain Giant is going to fall as well. So this expansion has no income, but this one has plenty. And just, I mean, this game is basically over. He's down to 8 supply, which is his Panda, and this dot was moving. Okay, that's the tree. So a Dryad somewhere probably. Okay, there is another Dryad. So that's the 8 supply. The Altar is gonna fall. No more gold income for him. So Demon Hunter was walking up here, and he didn't pass this scout farm. He didn't go up here. There was the Mountain King coming from this side. There was the human army here, the human army here. So there was nowhere else to go for the Demon Hunter than up to the top, and Koru definitely figured it out all by himself. That's far from impossible. Level 9 almost on the Archmage by now. And yeah, Point refuses to admit it. But yeah, that was just very nicely done by Koru. Obviously the pressure was on the Nighelf player to continue harassing these expansions. So he couldn't just sit back and wait for the human to come with a 100 supply army. So yeah, just in case any of you feels like it was an unnecessary move for the Demon Hunter to staff in there. And that's it, Koru winning the first map here. Yeah, you know, quite nice game, a lot of ultimates fighting each other. 3 heroes over level 6. Demon Hunter actually never reached level 7. And yeah, just due to the fact that he was able to do so well in the fights early on, he forced the tech switch away from bears to mountain giants, dryads, and yeah, due to the fact that Point didn't get that tech switch done in time, Koru was able to take down both the expansions that Point had in the mid game, and after that, yeah, he had the advantage. He played that out rather nicely, even though Point made some really good harassments against the expansions of Koru. As you can see, he has 7,000 more gold mined, and that definitely made a huge difference in this game, even though he lost also more to upkeep. Koru was also able to win the second map of this best of 3 without ops, but ES4X won the entire clan war and dropped out of the qualification tournament, I think 2 rounds later. So neither of the clans was able to qualify for the WC3L Season 8. That's it for this time, so I hope you enjoyed. Give a thumbs up, give a comment. Also, you can once again do a donation. There's a link in every description of every video I'm doing. Obviously it's for free. You can still enjoy the content for free if you want to, but obviously I appreciate every donation as well. That's it for this time. Bye.